Hey friends, glad you're here. Askew's got a new quest loading on the screen. Some quiet little world with a mystery in between. He's tossing dad jokes with a half-smile grin, and the chat's already settling in. He's got the classic calm in a video game town that keeps the stream on course when the chat breaks down. And if a night with coconuts rides through the frame, he'll quote the whole scene just to keep things moving. So take a breath, crew, let the moment land. Whether he's troubleshooting or waving his mace, Askew's still rolling, whether coming or going. If the screen says hold on, you know he's not slowing. Askew's still rolling, and the vibe keeps growing. Intro or outro, we're still here knowing Askew's still rolling. He's got a backpack full of half-solved clues and a list of dad jokes he refuses to lose. He'll drop a movie line with a sideways glance, and somehow it fits every game he plays. He's the calm in the storm of a tricky stage, the guy who remembers every name on the page. And if the stream needs a minute to breathe, he'll say don't wander far, I'll be back, believe. So hang tight, friends, keep the moment warm. He's stepping out once, then back to the norm. Askew's still rolling, whether coming or going. If the screen says hold on, you know he's not slowing. Askew's still rolling, and the vibe keeps growing. Intro or outro, we're still here knowing Askew's still rolling. If the scene cuts out or the quest goes dim, you keep your seat right here till he drops back in. Askew's still rolling, whether coming or going. If the screen says hold on, you know he's not slowing. Askew's still rolling, and the vibe keeps growing. Intro or outro, we're still here knowing Askew's still rolling. Don't stray far, adventure's not done.
Welcome to Askew Adventures. Hey, Mike. Yeah, I finished up Kingdoms of Amalur, all the DLCs last night. So, yeah, we don't want that. I don't know if the microphone was picking that up or not. I hope not. Alright. So, I haven't launched this. I don't think I ever even played this when it came out. So, nope, not set up. Start new game. That's what we want to do. Ubisoft. I did not know that. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, Mike. I know you're doing probably some kind of co-op tonight. Or already doing it, I don't know. It didn't look like you were on when I was getting ready. Alright, so that's just the cyan splash. I don't know if there's a video intro here or not. Ah, yes.
Thank God you've returned. I need your help. There's a great deal of history that you should know. But I'm afraid that I must continue my writing.
Hey, Silo.
Here. Most of what you'll need to know is in there. Keep it well hidden.
I think that was the game manual he just handed us, but this version...
For reasons you'll discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book, back here to Dunny. But it's actually a one-man prison. You'll need it, I'm afraid, to capture Gan. Once you've found Catherine, signal me, and I'll come with a linking book to bring us back.
Okay.
There's also a chance, if this all goes well, that I might be able to get you back to the place that you came from.
You mean the place where we belong? True story that existed only on the Golden Disc version. Only 100 were made. You had number 89. Oh, that's loud. I turned it up because we couldn't hear his voice. Am I in control? I can't tell if I'm in control. What are my controls? The game is paused. Okay, so that was definitely not... Oh. Yes. I have no idea what's going on. That version had Artius speaking in rhythm and rhyme like he was cursed to communicate via only bad poetry. Well, that was very kind of you. That was only found on number 42. All right, so we have mouse control now. I can't do anything with the lever because he jammed something in there. He went that way. We're kind of stuck. That's where we came out of. That looks like a sword hilt. Actually, it does look like a sword. As it's yeah. Huh. Okay. What does oh, it's a microscope. Okay. Maybe not a microscope. No, definitely looks like a microscope. Oh. Holy crap. Am I supposed to read all this? Held for more than 30 years, but the corrections made to Riven have finally failed. Island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay. Hold on, I have to tab out to do that. I don't know why, I don't know why it didn't like stone carrot. Okay, there's going to be clues in this. At some point, I'm going to have to actually read this. All right. Oh, that's resume. That was not the, how do I get... All right. So there's a lever and a button to push. And then there's a five-digit code to open the door. Or the hatch, I should say, I guess. It won't let me look up. Okay, got a little more. There's a 5-pointed star on top of the place we came in at. There's a... Can I look down? I can't. I wanted to look down at the floor because it looks like there's a 5-pointed star inlaid on the floor there too. All right. We can look out over the ocean, but all we can do is go up. That's back down. We can go in. More 5-pointy stars. We can go down the other side, or we can go across. Okay. And what does that give us? A peephole? Yes. Okay, some writing. A scarab. I do have a notebook. Lots of pentagrams. Okay. Hey, Aunt, how's it going? We'll be more present shortly. Well, be glad to have you more present. Don't call me shortly. Okay, hold on. There's multiple views. View 1 was a scarab. Definitely need the notebook. Oh. Okay, so it's still a scarab, but the walls are moving. This was over here. This wasn't visible at all. Okay. I don't know what any of it means yet. I bet there's 5 stations, though. Because it's a 5-pointed star. At least it wasn't portly. Okay. I expected... Oh, okay. We got multiple scarabs. We got that emblem on the floor. Yeah, I can't read that. Oh. Okay. This is the dude writing the books. Insects, fish, plants, higher form animals, humans, stars, the sun. Now they're worshiping him. Sun and the moon. Okay. And now he's wrathful, bringing down destruction. I mean, it's telling a story. I bet we have to figure out how to open that gate. Five. Lots of fives. Somebody's playing Tetris. Okay, are there any differences between these? It doesn't look like it. Looks like he's architecting something and they're building it. Writing stuff. Suicide cult. Murder cult. Compass. Was that all of them? No, this should be the last one. There's another 5. Heaven's Gate mural. Yeah. Deforestation to make the books. What is that, a wood chipper? Feeding in the logs, spitting out shredded wood. I guess to make wood pulp, to make paper, to make the books. That should be the last one. So if I go, this should be that first one again. Yeah, it is. Okay. So there's a wall with, there's 2 walls with writing on them that I can't read. Well, that wasn't nice. I'm trying to figure out if they're the same one, and it gave me a change in perspective. And it does kind of look like it might be the same. That emblem... I don't know. Okay, so closed gate and exit and 2 walls. 2 walls, exit, 3 walls. And that one is different. I bet that one says Riven. Nothing else I can do in here. Okay, what's behind? Nothing I can do over here. 2, 3. I mean, there's 5 peaks with trees on them. Lots of trees here. I guess we're going across the bridge. I have solved exactly 0 puzzles so far. Sit in the murder chair? I don't think so. Okay, apparently I do think so. No. No, I didn't want to step forward. I wanted to look up. Right, so there's controls there. I guess that's an observation screen. Sits in the chair or else it gets the riddle again. Just needs the Kool-Aid. Oh, that might look bad. Or is that just letting sunlight in? I think it just let sunlight. At first I thought I was letting lava in. Okay. Anything else interactable? None of those seem to be switches. This one doesn't have a switch or a lever. We opened a door. We don't know where the door is yet, but we opened it. I just thought you were calling yourself it. All right. It has a switch and a button. Dare I press anything? Okay. Can I get out after having done so? I can. Is the lever on the lever on the left is moving of its own volition? Why? The noise from a speaker? Interesting. Well, at least I was able to escape the murder chair. That's back out. So we're going to go further in. Anything off to the side we can turn? No. Well, this is the room we opened the other door to. Okay, we got another number of lamps. And here's where all the Heaven's Gate people ended up at. That's the hallway I just came in through, I think. And that's a similar cage. That's not a person. What is that? Oh, it's this. And that's a pile of food? Fruits and stuff they're feeding to whatever that creature is. Yep. That looks like a giant acorn. Fruits and bits and bobs. You can't pet the puppy. Alright, I don't see anything. Let's see, how many of these are there? There's... Yeah, I can't get a look at the whole side to find out. Nothing here. Interactable? Can we go in between on this side? No. All right. That looks like a giant piston. Not trying to go in. I'm trying to look up. Oh, it's a stop for a cable car, isn't it? Yep. Bonk. Oh, I guess it's an emergency stop. Well, that's a very warm welcome. I'm not ready for that yet. Okay, so... That's neat. I guess I am ready for that because there ain't nothing else I can do. Okay, it looks like we got a swing arm. I bet that turns us around, doesn't it? Okay. And then these aren't buttons. Forward ho! This art makes you depressed. Yeah, it's not the greatest of quality. I mean, it was really good in '97. Whee! It was really pretty good for '97, but for the modern age, not so much. How do I get out of here? Can I look behind me? I cannot. Okay. All right, looked like there's a... Yep. And... What are you? K... Was it a K-I? Yes. Okay. So K-I. I have no idea what that means. No, the scenery saying it reminds you of the urban decay of where you live. Yeah, it's really, that's not really what this is. This is technology that doesn't belong in basically a Stone Age. Does that call the car if it's not here? Why is it up here? Okay. Stairs up, stairs down, back the way we came. Oh, hi guys. Hey look, Ant, it's Ark. I hope we get to see those again, because I'm not sure he's still here. He may have gone to eat dinner or something. if you crash the game right now. Apparently I can walk down there, but that was a... There's another puzzle game with Atlantis as the plot. Did that turn me all the way around? I can't tell if that's 90 degrees or 180 degrees. Okay, that's where that just happened. Can I explore the bleach? Can I explore the beach? I can, but I can't really do much. Oh. Okay, so that's... I'm going to go with that's an H. You can explore the bleach, just don't drink it. Okay, so we're looking for more of those things to give us our clues. All right, get back on the path. That goes up, so we need to go that way. Up this side. We'll turn left. No. Okay, is that... I guess that's not... It looked like there was a... It looks like there's a path to the left here. But apparently there's not. And this is another little cutscene, because I have no control. And it's 8 p.m. and it looks like IT is finally done with whatever they were doing with my work laptop. That looks like a ladder that goes down. That looks like someplace we might want to try to figure out how to get to. Ladder going down. Probably how to get someplace. I want to look at that thing. Yeah, you can only look at certain things. DI? They're not Roman numerals because there's no K or H. That looks like a button. Or a hole. It's a hole. It's a drain. Does that let water in? It's the opposite of a drain? Since when do faucets fill up from the bottom? Does that change what the eye says? No, that's still DI. How am I supposed to figure out what order these go in? Can I get more water? No. So I can leave or I can go down further. So down further it is. wonder if that was a scale of, like a model of something. Time lapse was the title. Ought to do some Sierra games if you can. I'm thinking Egyptian, but what do I know? Could be Egyptian. I can't go down. Apparently I have to... I bet I have to empty the water. Although it doesn't look like there's water in the... It looks like there's tubes here. And when I look down the ladder, it does not look like there's water in the tube. Imagine needing to solve a puzzle every time you use the toilet. That is kind of what these games feel like sometimes, yeah. Okay. Well, can I drain this water out? I cannot. So we can't find our way to any of these other places that are linked by those underwater tunnels until we can figure out how to drain those tunnels. Got it. Well, that means we got to go up now. Back to where our... Yeah. Can't do anything there. Nothing interactable there, so we'll just travel across. Okay, so here's that deforestation area that was in those pictographs. I want an axe. You telling me somebody cut all these trees down with a hand axe? Yeah, I don't think so. And it's never the same puzzle. Okay. Oh, can I get out? Okay. Do we want to go for a ride in the minecart? Because I'm sure that's what this is. Flip the lever and go for a ride. The worst that happens is we have to redo this. Would make an excellent episode for Ninja Challenge. Sure, let's... This seems safe, right? Or not. Ooh, freaky. Whoa, really freaky. Oh, these are the tubes that were under the water. Can Sarah unlock the toilet in time after eating the grande bean burrito? I hope I'm not supposed to be paying attention to anything I'm seeing as I pass by it, because I didn't see any of it. Okay. It's a little dark. Okay. Oh! I was not expecting to be dumped. Definitely not expecting to be dumped. Can't go that way. Can I go that way? No. Oh, okay. You have to go to the ground and then you can go this way. Oh, this was one of those buildings that was in that thing too, wasn't it? Exploring centuries-old abandoned mine shafts. Totally safe. Totally safe. Never mind the fact that they probably weren't even built to any kind of standard in the first place. And yeah, okay, so this is a cistern. That lever doesn't seem to do anything. We've got a valve here. Well, it stopped the bubbling, but it didn't seem to change the water level, did it? Okay, so that's, yeah, so bubbling. Is this gas feeding a fire? Hold on, can I see it? It is. It's gas feeding a fire, so it's a boiler. On a virus, rotten floorboards, satanic cultists holding a meeting, cartel drug money caches. Sure, let's explore random mine shafts. I mean, it's also an abandoned, and not really abandoned, civilization that shouldn't even, exist, so. Yeah, there's no problem at all. Nothing bad can happen whatsoever. All right, so this is some kind of giant boiler. Temperature's hot, don't go in. Turn it off. Let's go see if that temperature gauge changed. It did. A guy on YouTube who bought a ghost town that has a lot of silver mines. Okay. Are those footprints? Interesting. Can I look up? Cannot look up. I can look side to side. I can't step in. Probably because it's got all that water in it. So I got to figure out how to get the water out now. Oh, that's interesting. What is that? The Southwest has plenty of abandoned mines, a good reason not to go off-road. They turn the ghost town into a resort. All right. That's where we got dumped out at. Looks like we can walk out there, but... And maybe that's a pump house for the water? I still can't figure out what this thing on the left is. All right, let's open that. And then turn the flames back on. See if we start getting steam pouring out. No, we got nothing pouring out. Is this controlling the level of the boil? Does not seem to be. Does that change anything? Yeah, none of these combinations seem to be changing anything. All right, so we'll leave you off. I believe my goal is drain this cistern. Which means I'm going to have to go out here and see if I can do something with this one. Which one is the right one? Okay, so the one to my left is this one. The one to my right is that one. And then there's that one. And then there's that one. I bet this has 4 positions. Maybe it only has 3. Maybe it can only turn to the 3 slots. All right, so that... It was aimed that direction, I think. So now I've got it aimed at the cistern. I don't know if it was an inlet or an outlet, though. Oh. That was interesting. Nope. Still can't do anything in there. Okay, this is telling me which direction that is directed to. This still doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, there we go. Let air in, let water out. Okay. Now what can we do in here? Absolutely nothing. We can see nothing new. We can perform no new actions. We can go no new places. So we have done a thing for no reason. And those changes did not do anything either. Okay. All right, can we go elsewhere? We can, but we can't actually do anything. This is just going to take us to the cart, which should take us back, because that's the cart that dumped us out. Okay. Oh, that's the wood chipper. Okay. Oh, I was the wood dumped into the wood chip. Oh, okay. We do not want to activate that device. That sounds like a really bad idea. See if that pump actually activates that device. Hey, Petunia, how's it going? All right. That didn't seem to do anything, which I guess for my survivability is a good thing. Is that a switch? It does kind of look like it might have power now. I get to the top of the stairs and it does that. There's nothing I can do about that. Yes, Riven is a point-and-click puzzle game. It's the sequel to Myst. I don't know why words are so hard tonight. Okay. That seems like a really bad idea to turn that on with no water in there. Okay. I can turn the water back the other way, but I don't think I can go... Oh, I can go back here. Is that a ladder? Oh, there's a ladder over here. I bet I need water. I bet I need the water up here first, though. Can't go any further that direction. I bet it gets me to that catwalk up there, though, doesn't it? If I can figure out how to... Alright. That should be water to that direction. Okay, none of that seems to be doing anything. because I have the water going to that pipe. And that, if I'm reading any of this correct, just insured your house for earthquake. Well, that's good. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm tired. Okay, that's new. So, something new has happened. Does that mean we can walk in there and get to the ladder now? It looks like it means we can walk in here now. Okay. Yep, we can get to a ladder now. Still can't see anything else. Oh crap, that's a bad idea. Holy cow. Uh, uh, bad. I don't, it got dark. I don't know if I go down there if I'm going to be able to get out. It got dark. Am I tired today? Mia took a nap today too. Doesn't normally because it messes with his nighttime sleep. But he must have been pooped out. Yeah. It's Tuesday. It's been a rough week already. All right. Crawl through the tunnels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's back in. Really? It's just a view? That's it? Okay, no, it's not. It's a path. Okay, trust in the process. Crawl blindly through the pipe and come out on top of the mountain. I think that's the pipe we crawled blindly through. You know, a week is difficult when it turned you into a dog. And that was a rough week. You know, my indicator is if by the end of the day, Tuesday, I'm saying it's been a bad week. That's a pretty bad. Those look like the fuck? Can I put more than one on? I cannot. It caught my hand. Interesting. Not a clue what we're supposed to be doing there. Oh, now I know what I'm supposed to be doing there. It's supposed to be stopping the fan so I can crawl through that pipe. Okay, hold on. Did I see something? Or did I just think I saw something? So this is that third direction of water. I'm guessing, but because so I can get a closer view of the fan. So that leads me to believe I'm supposed to do something with the fan, and there's another one of these pipes going that direction behind it. So that just tells me that I'm probably supposed to do something with the pipe. Now I can get here via the ladder. So I still need to figure the water out, but at least now I can run back and forth up there faster. All right, if this is the drain tube, does that mean I need to fill this thing back up? Hey, Triple D, how's it going? All right, so if I fill that back up, it might create pressure here that might do something in there. Maybe I just need the pressure in this pipe. All right, I think that's the fill side. If I do that and do that, that's filling it up. It's filling it up from the side, from the bottom. Okay. Okay, so that applies the pressure needed to pull the water into it. Yes, okay. Okay, and if we turn the gas back on, it starts to boil again. And this pipe here, I don't have a cursor yet. This pipe here looks like it might be catching pressure and steam. Taking it this direction. Maybe? I don't know if we want the steam on or not. I also don't know if we want it this direction or if we want it this direction. I think we want it this direction. This is one ant I don't put ant bait out for. All right, let's go see if that did anything up here. It did, in fact. Which is unfortunate because I did not put the, unless it's Dr. Pepper. I didn't put the, right, bring that back up here. I think I'm supposed to be trying to catch something. And I think this is the bait for what I'm supposed to try to catch. So I think I'm supposed to do that. Then lower that. You love puzzle games? Yeah, Myst got pretty good response from the channel when I played it, so... And I finished Kingdoms of Amalur, the final DLC last night. I was at work today trying to figure out what to play tonight, and remembered I had bought this whole series, so... Alright. I don't know if I have to do something else. Okay. I can't put any more of these on there. I don't know where this is lowering to. I can't see it. I can't do anything with it down there. I mean, it's clearly some kind of trap, though. This is bait. I could press the thing in the middle with the cursor, and it snapped shut on me, so clearly that's something I'm supposed to be doing. But I don't know. After I lower it down, what do I need to do? Aunt loves cracking a Dr. Pepper into the mic. All right. With the steam going, I'm going to turn this that direction. See if that does anything over here. No good at playing them, but when somebody else is playing them, I'm like, oh yeah, there, that goes there. Well, this is definitely testing my patience. Myst did too when I played it. But I got through it. I enjoyed it, had a good time. So we'll get through it. All right. What if that goes to that side instead of this side? That should be coming from the direction this thing is going. It's not feeding this way. It's feeding this way. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I mean, given the developers maybe just a little too much credit. All right, that's the gas pipe to feed that. Can I see these other pipes? Not Oh, well, there's the one that goes down. Where do you go after you go down? Nowhere? That can't be right. It's that one. It goes in. It goes down and in. It just goes in further. It goes in lower. This one goes in here. This one goes in. Now I'm all kinds of confused. Okay. I wish I could zoom in a little bit. It does look like it just turns and goes straight in. This one goes up into this, I guess? So it's like gathering the steam maybe and pumping it down. I'm trying to do no spoilers. We'll see. We'll see where that gets us. All right, so that has to be that direction, or we can't bring that trap back up. But I don't know how to trigger whatever is going to trigger something going into that trap. Oh, I didn't have to. Okay. Anyone else scared to open this? Because I kind of am. It's a frog. That was cute and completely unhelpful. I think I just got trolled by the game. Okay. I have an idea though. We turn off the gas. The gas is supplying power. The steam is supplying power to that other location at the top of that other ladder. And what we actually want is we want no power because I want to go behind the fan that's still turning. I thought I had it. Okay. I wonder if you catch the same thing every time. Sorry about that. I didn't quite get muted in time. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I wonder if, like, you get something useful eventually. All right. I also want to see if I drain this. I may have to drain this. To turn off the, that sounds like it's draining. Okay. See if draining that turned off this fan. It did not. Okay, how do we turn off the fan? Oh, it won't let me bring it up yet. Oh no, it won't let me bring it up because it has no power. Okay, so we have successfully disabled the power to this, but we still have power in the fan, so that is not how we get up there. Well, phooey. We never did get power to this thing. I don't know if we need to or want to. It might be worth doing, though. That lets the water back in. Turn the gas back on. All right. And then turn you that direction. That should make you powered up. Okay. It is appropriately powered up. I don't think we have anything we can do with that. Can we... So there's no power over here now to lift the thing back up. All right, I gotta turn the power back onto this. Lift it back up and see if I get another frog or if I get nothing. I can't go to that fourth one. I want to go this direction, but I can't. Okay, we caught something else. Now, the last time I opened this, it went to a cutscene. It would not let me interact. I could not try to catch the frog. Not that I knew what I was going to do with it if I caught it. Still a frog. Hi, little guy. You didn't even eat your food. Okay. I had no control there, so. No clue. It's a poison arrow frog species. Did get true. I don't know. It's repeatable, which means you may need the frog at some point. You have a shard in your foot and it hurts. Fun facts. My wife's really into frogs. Those vivid colors in nature mean poison. Amazonian tribes used the secretions off the backs of those and the greens and the blues to put poison on their blowgun darts to hunt with. Okay. Poison dart frog, poison arrow frog, something like that. I don't remember the exact name. That was actually that video of it jumping there, that was actually a video of one, though. I've seen them in zoos lots of times. Okay. There's nothing else I can do out here. I've been up there. I need to get to that catwalk. See frogs. You see frogs skip across the water. Very fascinating. Yeah, we saw a I've always known them as water dragons. They're called basilisks. We saw a basilisk actually in the wild when we were in Panama last summer. Run across a pond. All right. Did I miss a path back there that would take me over there? I don't remember missing a path. Can I get back off the... I can, okay. That's the tube I came out of. I probably don't want to go back into it, considering it is not empty. There's not another path over the hill, though. Yeah, basilisks are pretty awesome. I've seen them in zoos and stuff, but this one was in the wild, and to see it, I mean, we were on a hike. It was a kind of a school trip. There was a bunch of high school kids and some of us adults, and somebody spooked it. It was in the underbrush, and somebody spooked it, and it took off across the water. It happened too fast to get a video of it, but we got to see it. That was pretty cool. All right. I don't know what other combinations to try here. Because even when I turn power off to that station up there, the fan was still going. So that does not seem to be the goal. What does that do while that's boiling, I wonder? Throw a rock in the fan. Yeah, I would love to, but I can't. I have no inventory. There is no pick up a rock action. All right. One more look. We still... That's interesting. How is this level any different than you being a house husband? I've got a lot more experience fixing things around the house than I do solving these puzzles. That's how. Okay, that is the power that feeds this, but it's not the power that feeds that. I think that's ultimately my disconnect here. This is not... that. No, I don't want to step forward. I want to... look up. I want a better look at the mechanism. I believe you, but I'm mentioning similarities as a former... Yeah. Yeah, no, this is like stumbling through not knowing what you're supposed to do when you're fixing plumbing or electrical. Remember that catwalk I said I wanted to get to? I mean, I did close myself in, yes. But I also found the next section. I got to the catwalk. Okay, I have to figure out how to stop this from moving. I'm almost certain of that. What is this? It's a 3-ring circus. Now, what are you? Why can I not look at you any better? Okay. There's a yellow one. Can I press the yellow one? No. That's an interesting effect. That's kind of cool. Okay. I can't seem to affect that. Oh, 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 oh. That's where the trap gets lowered to. on the catwalk. I was thinking that exact same thing. I do my little strut on the catwalk. Yes. Yes. All right. Put that in there. Epiphany. Yes, I had an epiphany. Yep, that was my epiphany moment. I can hear it spinning. That's not where I want to go. Close the doors. I go over here. All right, is this? It is not. Okay. I mean, it was worth checking out, right? I can go turn the power back off. Or I can go upstairs. No, this didn't go upstairs, did it? It just went out onto the catwalk, which may or may not be leading me somewhere where that power can be affected. That's the pipe. I already know where it's at. All right. Hold on. Oh, yep. What did that do? It did that. Did it also? No. Okay. Okay, there's only the two positions. I was looking to see if there was a third position, if it could be up, left, or right, but it can only be up or right. Clearly I can't open that yet, but does it need the power on? No. Okay. Well, that is the observer. Whoa, that's interesting. Is there a sub catwalk down there? Oh, hold on. That's a lever. That does nothing. Okay, so I can only go to that spot. I can't go the rest of the way up. It looked like there's another catwalk here, but it looks like I have to get into there and go around to affect that in any way. No hints here whatsoever. I was hoping it would give me a close-up look at this dial. But yeah, no hint there at all. All right, we'll turn this off as we go back past. All right. Up the vent. Frog number 3. See if it goes up the vent. Nope. Just launched himself into oblivion. Oh, this is into that building that I couldn't get into, isn't it? It is. Okay. Piece of paper. Last week, while monitoring the situation of the villagers from the scope in my survey room, I observed one of the natives swim out to a small object that appeared to be floating but anchored near the entrance to the bay. I ordered the object removed from the water for inspection. Several days later, however, I was surprised to see another floating there. The missing object had apparently and quite mysteriously been replaced with a new one overnight. I've long been aware of the existence of similar artifacts on the villagers' island, but have paid them little notice until now. Tomorrow I shall send surveyors to catalog the others, and they're talking about these little eye things that I've been seeing. These things. Oh, that's a 3? I. Okay. Okay. Can't seem to do anything with you. You're a little teapot. The latest ink formulation has proven a failure. Even when writing in my most promising books, I obtain only the barest glimmer of a connection. It is frustrating to expend so much effort creating a blank book, only to end up destroying it when it doesn't work. There are days when the lab is uncomfortably warm from the flames of these failed attempts. So he's burning books. Okay. The further I refine each element, the formulation of the inks and paper, the physical dimensions of the books, the more I realize that the list of potential combinations is nearly infinite. It is during moments like these that I despair. Without access to Denis, I think that's how he pronounced it when he was talking. My long-term goals may never be accomplished. Nevertheless, there are avenues of research which remain to be explored. Excuse me. I'm discontinuing regular observations of the stars beneath the fissure, although I've been able to track the dark cloud-like formations that migrate through the star field and have proven that their paths are cyclical. Without proper instrumentation, it is pointless to continue. My general theory concerning the nature of the fissure has remained unaltered since it first appeared. It seems that the fabric of this age has been breached in a way that permits matter to be hospitably exchanged between two discrete but overlapping spaces, much like a link, but the apparent physical contradictions surrounding this juncture defy logical reason. The great column of wind that was formed when the fissure first appeared suggests a vacuum as one might expect in space, yet my early experimentations revealed the presence of a breathable atmosphere. That Atreus and Catherine threw themselves into the void is further evidence that it might be safe to travel, but without knowing its true nature, I cannot take the risk myself. It is also difficult to say what would happen if I were to reopen it after so long, but it is likely that the results would be catastrophic given the changes that have occurred in this age since that time. Maintenance on the... I can't read that. Vent caps completed. Steam vent caps completed. I'm extremely pleased with the continued success of the system. I believe the construction to have been to the denied designs of my memory, another example of the superiority of the denied technology. It's ironic that Atreus and Catherine unwittingly provided me with such a convenient source of power. Yeah, I mean, I had to figure out most of that before I could even get here, so this is now really helpful information. As with many of my views over the years, my thoughts regarding the origin of the fissure have changed. I've recently begun to wonder whether it was actually an unexpected byproduct of the changes Catherine and Atreus wrote into this age during their escape. Certainly by casting their linking book into the void, they trapped me here quite effectively, but I do not believe that Atreus intended the book to be lost in this manner. Much better to destroy it than to risk the possibility of it falling into unknown hands. Also, had they foreseen the creation of the fissure, they would surely have thought that the vacuum it created would eventually consume the atmosphere of this planet, a fate with which Catherine undoubtedly would have deemed unacceptable for her home world. If I had not been there to supervise the construction of the seal, this is moot. Most certainly what would have happened, for the villagers were far too frightened to even approach the vortex without my urging. I hold onto the belief that it was unintentional consequence of their writing for another reason as well. I prefer to think that my son has meant had meant for this age to be merely a prison for me rather than a death sentence. The construction of the imagers, has proceeded without fault. It is interesting to see how easily I've been able to adapt the denied technology to mimic that of Ahmad. In some ways, the similarities between the two cultures was striking. I wonder if perhaps there had been communication or commerce between the two cultures in earlier times. Maybe Keta's people were even descendants of the Deny. It pleases me to think so. Alright, that's some kind of, you turn this, it does this. Okay, that's, I haven't found this device yet, so. Note, it's possible that if I were somehow able to supply the books with a power source of sufficient magnitude, I could suppress the variance enough to facilitate a solid link. It is doubtful that the geothermal cap generators could provide such an enormous surge. Perhaps I could adapt the fire marbles. I've been cataloging the natural elements of this age for nearly 30 years now, yet still I continue to find evidence of the denied preoccupation with fire. As a boy, it was very clear to me that the number 5... Oh, with 5, not fire. As a boy, it was very clear to me that the number 5 had a special significance to the Deny society, from the ancient heraldic emblems of the ruling elite to the humble homes of the commoners. It was ubiquitous. Its presence here is obviously a direct reflection of the minds that designed the texts that I used to compose this age. Further proof that through their art, the Deny masters were indeed creating the marvelous worlds they wrote, and not, as many have mistakenly thought, merely building links to pre-existing worlds. While most of my constructions have been based on Deny designs, I see now that the ones that I have imbued with the power of 5 are clearly the most beautiful, the most perfect, and I believe the most structurally sound. I'm going to need that pattern. I'm still attempting to determine how the Deny color symbology reflects this superior design principle, although superficially it is based on a 6-color system. I'm convinced that there has to be a deeper connection to 5. I will continue to investigate. Okay, so eye with a 1, a closed eye, an eye with just a pupil, a vertical eye with a pupil, and a closed vertical eye, and then the dot. I'm never going to notice that that dot is there the way it fell on my page. Okay, because I'm going to need those. That's maybe the dot is just a period. It says 6. These look like those little sphere things, but they've all had the same symbol and then different things on the inside of them. None of which match any of these. Okay. I finally made a breakthrough. I have succeeded in modifying the fire marbles. Is that fire marbles or 5 marbles? It's got to be fire. I hate this guy's handwriting. To generate enough power to hold a descriptive linking book in a stable matrix. I have linked to a new world. It is a harsh and desolate age, but it is nonetheless well suited for my purposes. And so I have designated it my whatever that's supposed to be. By studying it closely, I believe I will eventually be able to create a more appropriate... Do I need to draw that? Because we got the K, we got the I, we got the 3. Maybe that does kind of look like they're all stacked on top of each other. So it's a that with 1 in the middle and kind of a K there and a little bit of an F there. Okay. No idea what that means. Actually, real ponderings, it seems. Yeah. Be able to create a more appropriate age for us to resettle on. For now, I will build an office and set up my living quarters there in order that I may conduct my experiments in safety and without distraction. At least it has a flared base. I have no idea what that is. Is this something I've already seen? This kind of looks like a parabolic dish, except it's a little narrow. Well, it's either narrow or deep. It should be like this to be a parabolic dish. It should be cut off a little higher. I must admit that I am proud of my work. To think that in such primitive conditions I have accomplished in 29 years what it took the original Denai centuries to achieve. Note: repair outer wear for work on this world. The goggles may need to be redesigned altogether. I have begun construction on a series of link sites for each island that will connect Riven with my new office on the Survey Guild has finally completed the site location for each island according to my exact specifications, and installation of the domes is underway at last. At last. Work on the central power source got off to a bit of a bad start, I'm afraid, but the pace has picked up considerably since then, and I anticipate no further delays. I'm looking forward to finally having a civilized mode of transportation. We get some Tetris pieces. So this is the order of the stations based on that. I bet I need that information. All right, so we got north, and then we've got a 5-pointed star. This one is 1 square. This one is a square of squares with a 1 square. And this one is just a square of squares. This one is the L of Tetris. And this one is a 3x3 square of squares with 2 squares. Oh, now we're talking. That's definitely a DI. That's definitely a KI. Due to the rebels' continued disturbances, I've decided to install a coded access system into all of the domes. Okay. So, dome 3 with a dome. Nope, I drew that backwards. That's a V inside the 2. And that's kind of a D with the V inside of a 2. And that's a K with a 4. Yeah, my hand-drawn notes are terrible. At least our time has come on. Lonnie's picking up my my lyrics. I caught one of my assistants looking over this journal today. I'm glad I've chosen to write it in a language they cannot decipher. I mean, these are pictographs. They can decipher that. Note, discuss security with each guild master. No problems expected from the maintenance, educators, and surveyors. Question the bookmakers and builders more closely. Today I heard several more reports of spirit sightings by some of the villagers. It seems that under Catherine's leadership, the rebels, or the Black Moisty? That can't be what that says. As the villagers obstinately insist on referring to them. It's MOI. I don't know. Have attained a new level of sophistication. It's not an S, because that's the S of this writing. E? Moiety? No. In there, a new level of sophistication in their terror tactics, and have renewed their campaign to intimidate the villagers into joining them, playing upon their shared superstitions. The villagers are certainly susceptible to this form of coercion, especially given of late the rebels' increasing acts of vandalism and theft. The Y-tram traps have been steadily fruitful this year. Apparently the breakup of the island has not adversely affected the subterranean ecosystem. Unfortunately, I imagine the rebels are experiencing a similarly generous harvest. No shortage of poison for their darts this season. So that's going to be the frogs. Such morbid issues aside, the sudden availability has allowed me to refine a particularly pleasant extract for my pipe, one that is smoother than any of the others from recent years. Chemical analysis of one of the rebel knives has yielded curious results. Its composite contains elements that are unlike anything I've encountered on the islands. It appears they have access to a resource of which I am unaware. Perhaps a mine or an uncharted island, and that is the thing the dude stuck into the lever when we got here. I'm going to draw that real quick. Not that I really need to, because it looks exactly like that giant sword that was right next to where we landed. No, most of the knives have been found on the south side of the village. This is the same area in which there have been reports of people mysteriously disappearing. I think a closer inspection of the area is warranted. The fact that they leave these distinctive knives as a sign of their presence concerns me. They're growing more bold and seem to no longer fear discovery of their hideout. Hold on, those are two different... Oh, hell no. You've got more lyrics? Okay, the latest measurements indicate that the recent trend has continued. The movement of the islands has slowed tremendously. My previous estimates predicted a total collapse in approximately 3 months. But with the new figures, I am uncertain. I have nearly finished writing the fifth age, and I have every faith that it will indeed be a safe place for us to relocate to, yet it would be helpful to know what has caused the halt in this age's breakup. Is it possible that it's stable after all? If so, I must discover how this age differs from my less successful attempts. My examinations of the Khurd age have thus far proven inconclusive. Or perhaps someone is repairing the damage to the fifth age. If so, it would almost certainly be Atreus's doing. What's the 15 hours for? Holy cow, 15 hours. Or hour number 15. Damn, dude. I have reluctantly decided to abandon my experiments into the behavior of the water of this age, as there are more pressing matters on which I must now concentrate, leaving me little time for such speculative research. For future reference, however, my investigation up to this point has revealed the following. I believe the remarkable properties of the water to be caused by a life form that resides in it, specifically a type of bacteria. How about those giant dinosaur-looking things we saw? I am imagining a multi-unicellular organism, but one with structures capable of holding bits of water, whose combined effect via surface tension, a stronger force, causes the composite body of water to move in response to heat. Prolonged exposure to heat, for example, a period of extended boiling, seems to kill the bacteria, which would explain its dramatic aversion to heat sources. Unfortunately, these theories are still not fully tested, and I remain ignorant both of its deeper nature and its possible usages. Holy crap, how much is here? An exciting development last night. A squad of maintainers stumbled upon a lone rebel scout and obtained from him a most incredible device. It is a crystal that somehow powers these flawed linking books, as much as my own system does, but with an obvious advantage. It is small and weighs only a few pounds, making it completely portable. Catherine must have fabricated the device before I captured her, obviously with an explicit deny schematic she must have brought with her to this age. If only I'd had access to such a document all these years. Regardless, I can now concentrate solely on the writing of ages and need no longer worry about building elaborate power supplies for each new book I write. This is a sobering reminder, however, that I must continue to seek an avenue to deny regaining access to the resources there may be crucial to the completion of my mission. That's indistinct enough. I'm not even going to try to draw it. And that is the final page. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Is that his pipe? Kind of looks like it might be. I can't manipulate any of this stuff. Oh, hold on. That's not what I wanted to do. That's nope, 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 nope. Not done looking around here. What is this? That looks like a weapon of some sort, kind of. Maybe it's just a tool. Just put another... What? All right. If I press that button, does it unlock the door? If I do that, does it unlock the door? Okay. Now I can get in and out the door. I don't have to keep going. Is it a diving bell? Okay, I'm confused. There are more than one workbench. Okay. So there's the trap design. Can't do anything with those. When Pink Floyd actually beats a video game with that lyric, I will laugh until I croak. Yeah, but the song was Twisted Sister, not Pink Floyd. So that's what got my confusion up. Oh, there's the poor little froggies. Eggs. 12-sided dice. Doesn't look like we can do anything with any of these. Nope. None of those are interactable. Can we open all of the drawers? No, we cannot. Yeah, it's Twisted Sister. Totally ignored that. Oh, you had missed her posting the lyrics. I mean, did you miss me singing? Giant, giant, giant quotes around the word singing those lyrics, though, because... Oh, hold on. There's an unburned book in the box. What's in the box? Yep. It's unburned, but it's still kind of destroyed. It's unusable. 15 hours. Yeah, I get that. All right. I don't think there was anything else in here to look at. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn around and look into the room. Okay, got a workbench. Is it a different door? It is a different door. It doesn't have the post with the blue button on top. Yep. So that's, I guess, uptime for either that's going to be OBS's uptime connected to Stream Elements, because my stream time is only 2 hours and 5 minutes. Okay, so that's a station to go out to that island. I'm not seeing any other clues. Was there anything else back over there that we needed to do? I don't think so. Don't the door can stay open. I'm just trying to look. Okay. So we do have a path out to that one dome, but we don't have... whatever we need to lower the stairs so we can get to the top of it. That was this path here? Yeah. But we can get to there from over there. Maybe we can do that there. All right. I guess I'm going to go ride the tram. Yeah, I'm not really sure how Stream Elements calculates that uptime, but I know it's not the stream time, just because I can see OBS counts how long I've been how long I've been streaming, how long I've been recording. And there's a good 17 minutes difference there. Which there's not individual volume controls for all of this crap, so I gotta manually adjust that on those loud parts. I tell you, no, you did not tell me that. I'm very sorry to hear that. Broke his leg, huh? All right. What have we got on this island? We've got what looks like sulfur springs. It's a good enough reason not to get out in that. That looks like there's a... Oh! Okay, we can look down. Interesting. We can look down. Are there two holes we're looking down in? Or is it just one? He knew he was falling, so he caught himself so he didn't hit his head. Well, I'm glad he didn't hit his head, because that could be really bad. Not that a bone fracture is good, but it's, you know, arguably better than a concussion. Okay, these are all... Those look like valves, but it won't let me do anything with them. Maybe they're... I don't... I got no way of even finishing that sentence. Maybe they're... I have no freaking clue. I think we're in an elevator. Out or facing in the back way. So we'll press the button. All right. Oh, there is a back exit. Exit through the rear. Okay. We got one. We got that. We got, yep. Those are all the shapes. Oh, hold on. What in the world are we doing? Say what now? This is my chat, not yours, Ant. Okay, so that gives us some kind of weird distortion there. We can turn that off, and it goes away. Okay. So this is representative of that fissure he was talking about. And then these are the islands that he was talking about getting created. Okay, so these all do something. I suspect at some point I'm supposed to do them in a particular order. But I have no idea what that order might be. No, because there's no vertical line. All right, I am not prepared for that yet, so we will go out the back. We can go around whatever this thing is. All right, I'm not seeing any clues or hints. So there's a button to press. Should I make cookies? Kind of craving them. You can make cookies if you want to make cookies. Okay. This is another one of these spinning globes. Oh, these are the domes that he was talking about. Okay. But I don't see any way of putting in a code. Too lazy. Don't want to don't want to miss stream. Did someone say cookies? Cookie. Welcome in, Music Monster Tone. Hope you're doing well today. Yes, Lonnie enjoys torturing us with cookies on occasion. All right. Can I press more than one of these at a time? I don't quite understand what's going on with this. Cannot press more than one at a time. And the Tetris shapes are representative of the shape of the island. Isn't like Battleship. I don't. I haven't quite pieced this one together yet, although I think this was not here before, right? That would be I'm confused. Piece of cookie? Oh wait, it's piece of cake. Yeah, you eat the whole cookie. Even if it's a cake-sized cookie. Oh. Hold on. What does this do? I'm completely confused. Did that change something here? It did not. If I press a different button... Come on. Might have a Pop-Tart. They are already made. Yeah, that's true. They are. All right, something is very weird with YouTube tonight. My stream still says one waiting to watch. Okay, so is this just so you can see them from a different angle? Yeah, I have no idea what that's doing. Stream is working at 11 watching. Yeah, it's weird though. I can see the stream. The stream has started on my screen, but it still says one waiting scheduled for today. It's like it didn't start. It didn't update that data on the page, even though the stream actually started. I don't know, because they're showing up on that grid in their appropriate spots. So I don't think there's... I don't think it's about moving them. Unless it's about trying to figure out where their domes are. Is that what that is? Huh. Can I look up? I cannot. Only thing I can do in here is that display. Picking something here makes it active on that display. That actually raised up into like a globe. I don't know which of these islands was the one I just came from. Which of these islands was the one I just came from? Which of these islands is this one? There is more down there. I don't think I can actually get there, though. Yeah. We're living at the end of the world. Forget about all that you've heard. Which island is this? What the heck is that? Oh, that's... Is that what I'm standing on to do the platform thing? No, it's not. That's above me when I'm doing the platform thing. I can't look up, though. Because that's the platform I'm standing on when I do that. I got the Pop-Tart. Would you eat one too? I would share. I have strawberry. The strawberry is the only kind I'll eat. I'm not real big on them, but I will eat them occasionally if I'm hungry for breakfast or a snack. Usually just breakfast, though. Oh, oh, oh. Another epiphany. I do put them in the toast. I prefer them in the toaster. I will eat them without if I'm short on time or whatever. Okay, that's a lever. What do? You lower. You lower something by raising it. Leaving stream to get snacks. Don't you know, always have a snack drawer next to I don't have any drawers in my office. I also don't have a refrigerator, which means I have to go fill up my cup here really, really soon. Shall we get in the box of doom? I was trying to just look up. I want to look up in this room, but sure, let's take the elevator of doom. Oh yeah, my cup's completely empty now. Definitely gotta go fill it up. Oh, it twists us as it lowers. Your roommate got a snack drawer next to her chair. I have snacks on my desktop next to me, but I don't eat while I'm streaming. I hate that noise. And I chatter too much. Right, I can't even turn around and face the back of the lift. Okay, so nothing on my side. Nothing on my side there. Hello? Are we being haunted? Clearly we should follow. That's a cool view. Can I rush over here and press this button and bring them back? Doer eats while streaming. Morgan got him cinnamon roll goldfish. Cinnamon roll goldfish? I'm stuck waiting for it to hit its destination, let that person out, and then come back, aren't I? Yep. Shall we continue chasing them? I'm fairly certain I'm not going to be able to catch them. So that seems kind of pointless. I am king of the world. That kind of looks like levers, but that's definitely a button to push. Okay. Now I'm seeing... What the heck? What is my snack other than I haven't had Oreos in weeks. My current snacks is I have a single solitary giant Smartie left out of a whole roll. And I have a couple of pieces of English toffee left over, well, broken off of a giant brick that I got of it for Christmas. This one not. Okay, does that lift it back up out of my way? Okay. Does the right one do something now? It does. What does it do?
This is pure snow! It's everywhere! Have you any idea what the street value of this mountain is?
I do not. Did you know the first French fries weren't cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece. Okay. So so the pattern from the book was this, then this, then this, then this, then this, then that. Does the wheel spin? The wheel doesn't spin. None of these others press down. Okay, nope. Oh. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, that's how you turn it one at a time. But I have no idea which one I'm supposed to be turning on. Oh, it's that one. Oh. Hi, guys. Friend or foe? Well, that was interesting. Okay. Okay, now I have control again. This one's on, so this one's complete. Would we say? Except when we do that, it goes back off. Can we do... Oh. Oh, somebody's a peeping Tom. Okay, so this one doesn't rotate. Is it switching views or is it just turning on and off? Okay, so that's the same view. And that's a different view that's broken, obscured, empty. Oh, it does spin. Hold on. Okay. That's helpful, potentially. Nope, it only goes one direction. Toffee sounds good. Interesting about the last... Well, are you familiar with the ones I'm talking about, though? I'm talking about the giant ones. They're about the size of a quarter and about as thick as 4 quarters. So each one is about the size of a whole roll of regular size Smarties. Okay, it does not rotate in this view. It only rotates in the other view. Okay, no, lift that back up. Okay. Did this reset? No, it's still... Oh, he comes back. Okay. It's a slightly different... Slightly different reaction. All right, that is this one, which is the first one. Just want a brownie. Haven't had one in years. Yeah. I've got some brownie mix in the cabinet. All right, I don't think you're supposed to turn on and leave them on, because you can only do the one from here. You can only see the one from here, so you're only supposed to do the one you're next to. So, in theory, we've done this one, but I don't know what that gained us. We do have access to this car now. Got a box of brownie mix. I bet you won't burn them. All right. What do I want to do next? The only other thing, I've found 2 of those globes and not a clue on how to stop them from spinning, which I do believe is something I'm supposed to do, but I'm not completely sure about even that much, to be honest. Who burned the brownies? They deserve to be squirted with a squirt gun for their insolence. I have to tab out to show that. I don't think it liked being squirted. Or it doesn't understand the word insolence. Okay. That light didn't stay on, so I don't know if we're doing the right thing with it here. Yes, I think we're Spike Lee. Soggies instead of brownies. Okay. So that's the room I was in down there. And this is the hint that there was something down there you were supposed to do. But I'm still not sure what it does. Hunting down a mosquito. That sounds like a Nirvana lyric. Okay. This does not seem to be interactable. I do think there's something to do with that. But I don't think I've quite figured it out yet. Okay, this island has the globe or the dome out there, so that's not the island I'm on. I need to try to figure out which island I'm on. I think that's what I need to do here. Am I on the square or am I on the L? Do you know if you can't speak Ant, you can speak Cantonese? That was a really bad dad joke. I am not sorry. So I'm curious if I activate the right island here and I go back there, it seems to be raising the water in the shape of the globe, except the globe was off of it. Yeah, but there's a mound there. That's kind of a dome ish. Not. Yeah, that's not. Yeah. Where's the squirt gun when you need it? I have no idea. We got squirt bottles for the cats, but they're never handy when you need one. Bad ant, bad droplet. That's weird. YouTube is not... My YouTube chat is not displaying the emojis. Okay, so that one is the island with the dome on it. Run! No. You did the wrong one. It's... Yeah, it's that one. Okay, so this shape is the one with the dome on it. The observatory type dome. I have identified exactly one of these islands.
I don't plan on any shooting taking place during this job.
Yeah, what you plan and what takes place ain't ever exactly been similar.
So this one's just kind of a giant caldera. This one's just... a big pit. Okay. Why did the mushroom get invited to the party? Because he was such a fun guy. Retreat, retreat, move backwards with your feet. Do a quick advance backwards. I don't even know if I've been on that square island yet, based on what that 3D rendering looked like. All right, what does this one look like? This is the one with some jagged spikes, which is the one I'm currently on. Yeah. Because right here should be where this building is. Yeah, you come in here, this building's here, you go this way, the little dome thingy is. That's the path through the ravine and the 5 islands. Yep, okay. So having that selected over there does not do anything to the dome. 1, 4, 4, 5, 11. I don't know in what order these things go. All right, and the big one. This is the one with the fissure. And islands. I think this one might be the one I was just on right before this one. Because I think down there is where that power thing was. But let's have a look real quick. The mosquito keeps zipping by my head and landed on my arm and you got a bite because you were sitting in the dark with only LEDs on. You hate LEDs or mosquitoes or both? Love LEDs, but no on the mosquitoes. Okay, I have not been to that island yet, I don't believe. Alright, I'm not sure there's anything I can do here yet. I think I'm missing information. So it was downstairs. That was where the other tram was. So get in here, flip it over, Bug spray or quick reflexes usually works. I've never in my life known bug spray to actually work. I do not have any liquid in my cup. It's been dry for quite a while now. Made worse by the fact that I keep coughing. I don't think there was anything else down there I could do. It was view the screens, turn on the light, and summon the big fish. Makes music for the vote of confidence, and you haven't used US 622. Don't even know what that is, so no, I have not. Where's this other hallway? We won't mind if you step away and fill your cup. This is the one I was looking for. I mean, yeah. I'm in thinking mode, so okay. Is there anything on the right-hand side that I should go look at? What do you do in thinking mode other than think? Well, when I'm streaming, I stream of consciousness think. Otherwise, it'd be very, very quiet for a very, very long time. This is not the one I wanted. This took me back. Right. First and foremost, use energy. I do use a little bit of energy. Yes. All right. It does not, unless there's something around that corner there. Doesn't look like there's actually anything. I completely lost track of where that other... I go quiet while building. I have been working on not going quiet, at least for extended periods of time while streaming. I will occasionally go quiet, but I try really, really, really hard all right. I was looking for that other cart, so it must be downstairs. Sure, let's back in here. All right. That'll take us to the next island, where I guess we're supposed to try to pick up the trail of The person in the white robes. There it is. About face. All right, let's go see what this new island is. Whee! I'm giving up fighting the mosquito. Oh, you don't need a reason to hate mosquitoes. They are pests. Well, it would only let me go up that far. I tried to take it all the way up. Interesting. Am I walking out of the mouth of a dragon? Or one of those giant fish things? One of those giant fish things. I think I found the hideout maybe of the rebels. Or the primary village. Left or right? Left. Oh, goody. Lots of deforestation here. The axe. The mine car. We've already been here. Okay. It's a cutscene of some sort, but I'm not seeing. Okay, it's up in the top center. Is there somebody inside that thing spinning it? I think there was somebody inside that thing spinning. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Hello? Oh, back down into the pits of hell. Oh, we found the dome. Okay, this place is a maze. Yep, it's a maze. Zoomed in, can't tell if there's a human spinning. It looked like there was something moving inside. Okay, there's a catwalk up there. Up there. But if I go this way... Oh, hold on. Yeah, up. But that... All right, this is... That's how I came in the first place. Is that a giant axe? Can't see it from this angle. No, I was turning around. It's this. It is an axe? That kind of looks like a mace ball with an axe bit in it. I don't know. I don't want to meet the person that used that as an axe, though. That's for sure. All right. This is the way to the wood chipper. This was the way I came up from the village. So I need to go this way. Because I haven't been this way yet. Except I have been. Okay. So this building has the dome on top of it. But nothing inside. That leads back down to there. There's a specs, I think it's specs command. Because people ask me that and I don't remember. And I don't have a shortcut command to that. I think it's, yeah, I think it's that. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I am running around in circles. Can't figure out how to get up there. And I'm not seeing anything else to do. Something new has been added. So 2 fish. I can't tell what those are. 5 stars. I've been in that room. I think that that's a specific room. I haven't been this direction, though. This is a new direction. Is that a person moving upper left? It was a person moving in the upper left corner. And they're coming at me. Nope, they're taking the kid and running. They don't like strangers. They don't trust strangers. Probably to be expected. Okay, can't look at those. I was trying to get a closer look at it. Another fish idol. An H. All right. Yeah. I found one of those on the round eyeball thingies, which I haven't seen in a while, and I've only found 4 of. And the game seems to be themed around 5s. So I expect I should find another one. Is that 2 different ladders? No. Okay. Huh. It's a treehouse village. Knock knock. Well, I can't just make myself at home. It won't let me in. Oh, I can walk around it. Okay. In that case, where else can I walk? Apparently they have retractable bridges. Okay, this is just another maze. It's a drum? Maybe. It's weird that it lets me get that close-up view of it and nothing is interactable. Oh yeah, this seems like a great idea. Let's just climb in something and start messing with controls. Was I supposed to leave it open? I couldn't leave it open. It didn't give me a chance to leave it open. Or does it? No, it automatically closes it when I step off. But it doesn't look like it wants to close while I'm in here. Okay. Got no clue. None of this is interactable. The drums look like they should be. And then this looks like I should be able to grab some firewood and chuck it in. Except there's not an opening for the firewood on this side. All right. That's... How do I get over there? I would like to keep looking around, please. How am I supposed to get my bearings if I can't? Oh, hold on. Is the... Okay, that's... That lowers into there. Can I do... So if it's lowered... Can I see anything? I do. I see it here. Can I affect it in any way from over here? I expected to see it there. It went further down, didn't it? I can't get inside the H. That looks like a cave that comes out. No clue how to get up there. That's the same place, yeah. It looks like there's a path right there, but there's not. Yeah. Hmm. Got a little beetle friend. Hi there, little beetle friend. That was cool. What are my controls? Open main menu, interact, load game state. Move, 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 look up, look down. Water effect enabled, transitions fastest. Why does that one not have a separate volume controller? So there's no map or anything. Okay. Yeah, nothing. Got to pause. Got that screen. There actually was a map in the first one. It wasn't exceedingly useful, but it was kind of useful. There's another one of those knives. Did I just go around in a circle again? Okay, that goes back to how I got on the island. That goes to the wood chipper. This enters the village from this direction. All right, what's... Okay, that's a different angle on that knife. That's how I just came in, isn't it? It is. I need a more decisive way of saying, take this passage to the right. Because I'm not sure I went right. And now he's closed. Hey, and welcome back. All right, so I can't go back out the way I came in because I can't figure out how to open the secret door from here. I can't figure out the ooga booga. I figured out the ooga booga. Couldn't find a brownie. Got a drumstick. Ooh, what kind of drumstick? Which ones do you like? Keep in mind, there is only one correct answer. Can't believe you went looking for brownies. I couldn't even tell you where I would go looking for a brownie that was already cooked. Yep, the caramel ones. That is the correct answer. Good job. All right. I can see plenty of places I'm supposed to go. There's a creamery here that sells brownies and cookies, but they were closed. We've got, not in the town I live in, but in the bigger city near the town I live in, we have um, a, a cookie specialty store, but I don't think they have brownies. Yeah, I don't expect any difference. I was looking for maybe a different way to manipulate the door. Rescue. That's called the roommate test. The green room will be. Which one was the roommate test? There's only one right answer to what the kind of I just had a crazy thought. That there's only one right kind of drumstick. Is that the roommate test? Because it's funny. Well, see, but if I'm giving that test to my roommates, there's two right answers because, well, I don't have roommates. I have a wife and kid, but there's two right answers, and neither one of them is the kind I like. The right answer for my roommate is the kind I don't like, because they can eat the kind I don't like. Yeah, I can't write that down. It won't let me. Yeah, but see, if I'm quizzing a roommate, I want a roommate that'll eat the chocolate ones, and I want a roommate that'll eat the vanilla ones, and I want a roommate that will leave the caramel ones alone so that they're safe in the freezer. Okay. What I want to do is put this thing on the ground with me in it. But that doesn't look like it's possible. See, if this was a D&D game, I'd be hanging onto this ladder and kicking the lever with my foot to drop it down. Or throwing the lever and then jumping up on it. Video games constrain you from doing things like that, though. Alright, there was nothing to do there. What am I missing? See, it goes down into that area. The water just holds itself back for whatever reason. But there's no getting off the ladders at a different area. I can't get over there. So yeah, the roommate test with my roommate, it has to be the same answer. So I ordered double the amount of stuff we like. Well, see, here at the house, we get the when we get drumsticks, which is not very frequently, we get the mixed box. It has, I can't remember if it's 9. It has 3 of all 3 flavors in it. But when we do that, the rule is like I have to get at least 2 of the caramel ones. All right, I'm missing something and I can't figure out what it is, which I guess technically is the definition of missing something. And now I know you like the drumsticks with the caramel. Yes. Oh, you want to know what else I like? Have I been in here? We have the Snickers ice cream bars in the fridge. I found the fifth one. Nope, I found the first one again. That's Kai. Oh, damn it. That means I've been down here already. Yep, got off there, found that. Up here. Up here. Yep. Well, I thought I'd found a place I hadn't been yet. But no such luck. I love the wildlife interactions they added to this game. All right. Did this island have all of those? Because if it had all of them, then I might be missing one from this island. What is that? You have ice cream. We have the Snickers ice cream bars. It hasn't been hot enough in the house for me to. Oh, that's that spot. That's the drums. That's where I lowered the thing at. I can get from this direction into it. Okay. Now I'm in a diving bell. Okay, that's the H. Okay, what does this do? Nothing, honey. What does this do? That should turn me around on the tracks. Still not sure what this one did, but no, get out. Get out. I can't get out there yet. Oh, that's got to be extended. Odds are that didn't do it, but I'm going to take a look anyway. Yeah, okay. We turned around, so let's go back to the H. Oh, I see what this does. I see what this does. This tells it to go that way or that way. I bet if I press forward again, it goes this way. And now if I press forward again, it goes this way. Any suite will disappear in a few days after purchase or wait a long time to enjoy them. I can't get out here? Okay. I don't know which direction I came from. So we're gonna go left. Let's see where that brings us out. And I got about 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna have to wrap it up anyway. That brings us back where I belonged, or where I came from. Okay, so that's what it looks like. No, this is someplace new. Mia likes all the flavors of the drumsticks. Yeah, that is not someplace new. That is this place. Okay, so I need to go back to the H. He's not picky. But question, what did you eat tonight? We had... I didn't go back to the H. I went forward still without turning around. We had Dairy Queen tonight. Too many choices. Every stop is a divergence. Right, but I have properly diagnosed or ascertained what the horizontal lever does. Yeah, I got a burger. My kid eats the chicken strip meal because it comes with a sundae. And then the sundae will spend, half a day in the fridge or in the freezer. We stream tomorrow if I have time. I think I'll stream this again tomorrow. I haven't really decided. I finished Amalur last night and, had to work today. So it was a matter of just, what did I have? I Myst did okay on the channel. And, so I bought the entire collection. And, so I had this available. I just had to install it. I'm having a good time though. I'm making progress, but it's slow. Now, a lot of the slowness is some of these transitions are really, really, really slow. All right. Excuse me. All right, and I'm back here. So there's only so many places, apparently. That needs to be extended over that gap to, get out there. Not that I know what I do there. It looks like there's a hole there. Looks like there's a place to get out now. Yeah, I can't get away from the mowing. I mean, that's just life. I have been looking for a new doctor though. I got to get my leg looked at. All right. We've seen this before. Yeah, that's the D1, DI, whatever. Is this a hint? At the water channels? I think this might be a hint at this water right here. Yeah, yeah. The problem is, even with insurance, the insurance is telling me the new patient visit at all of these new doctors that I'm looking at is going to cost almost $300. So all right, I know how to get around. Maybe that's the target I need to be going for. Yeah, that was not good news. Okay. So if I turn around, I'm facing kelp. Cannot go. Going anyway? That was interesting. I think I'm... Okay. I don't think I can get out here. Can't get out here. Your life is very expensive. Rather keep you alive. Big Pharma is taking all the money. I mean, the leg's not going to kill me. It's just going to be uncomfortable for a while. I mean, the copays to see my primary care physician, I've gotten up to like 90. Yeah, this is that one. Damn it. It's not the one I was going for anyway. I think that's the one I was going for. How do I get there? Yeah, so, I mean, it cost me like 93, 98 bucks to just to go see the doctor. So... All right, I need to figure out how to map these nodes together. That would kill my bank account. I can't change insurance. Well, I can't change insurance until next June. But the thing is, I can change insurance, but then the insurance goes from being free every month for me and my kid to like almost $2,000 to cover me and my kid. So it's almost it's almost better to not have insurance. Well, this is the place I wanted, but I still can't get there. Why can't I get there? how do I extend these? I gotta figure out how to extend these. All right. End of the line. Paid $350,000 for your coma. You can't just drop something like that in chat, dude. Coma? I mean, I know you've had health issues that you've been understandably kind of guarded with because, you know, it's your personal business. But 12-day coma cost you your house. I mean, at that point, I would have kept the house and filed bankruptcy. Okay. All right, I'm not making any progress here. I'm not figuring out where I'm supposed to go, how I'm supposed to get there. Would have, but it spiraled before I was well enough to do anything. I can't get out here either. Right now, I just want out of this stupid thing. It's not dependent on which direction it's facing, is it? It shouldn't be. That would be strange. Yeah, okay. Why is there a Dalek in the water? How the frack do I get out of here? I don't want to be stuck in this submersible. When I, start the game next. Drank yourself into a 12-day coma 15 years ago because of some personal happenings. A long process and even worse result. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. My kid was born at 33 weeks. God damn it. And spent 14 days in the NICU, and my wife spent 6 days recovering from the emergency C-section, plus the air ambulance to get her to the hospital. Not 33 weeks early, but at 33 weeks, which is 7 weeks early. And that was altogether, including the air ambulance bills, was about $180,000. And this was 17 years ago, so. Yeah. I mean, 33 weeks early is basically stillborn. It's basically a miscarriage. Yeah, old. Okay. This is the only one I can figure out how to get out. Oh, crap. That's hilarious. But at least I'm out. Okay, this is the one with the sand pit. Yes. There's another exit over here that I know I can reach that I can't figure out how to get back to. And it's just this tiny little lagoon that I'm going around in circles in. It's hilarious. Puzzle game might kick your brains tushy. Yeah, it was touch and go there for a while. We had to have home healthcare nurses come in after we got home. To verify that body temperature and stuff was being properly self-regulated. Because that was a problem that was still occurring before the hospital discharge. All right. I've got to here. I know where this is at, so and now 17, yeah. Senior in high school in 2 days. Thursday is the first day of school. All right, I need to save because I don't think I've made a save. Apparently there was an autosave at some point. But that's going to do it for me tonight. It's after 11 p.m. I got some other things I got to take care of before I go to bed. And of course I have to work in the morning because day job. To be able to afford going to the doctor to get my leg looked at. And maybe this cough, because it's been pretty chronic. It's not terrible, but it is recurrent. And it'd be nice if it wasn't. So thank you so much, everybody, for dropping in and hanging out with me tonight. I have not a clue how many people were watching because my screen said one waiting the entire night. I think my max concurrent viewers looks like got up to about 13. The average view duration of 49.57, so not bad, actually, not bad at all. All right. If you've enjoyed the stream and you haven't already, please hit that like button. If you want to see more, catch me next time I'm live, hit that subscribe button and you'll find out when. And I'll catch you later. As always, take care of yourselves. Be good to each other.